Hello Year 11 and welcome to our fourth video here for trigonometry. We looked at three-dimensional trigonometry last time. We're sort of stepping away from those practical sort of problems, and this time we are just looking at a bit of background knowledge here, trigonometric functions of a general angle. What I'm talking about are angles that are outside of the range 0 to 360 degrees, angles of any magnitude. And essentially, what we can do to represent them is to add or subtract any multiple of 360 degrees. Okay. Now, we're going to talk about a ray being a line extending out from the origin on a number plane to represent an angle. So if I'm asked to represent an angle such as 400 degrees on a number plane, then I do that with a ray, right? A line with an arrow at the end coming from the origin. Okay, of course, I don't have 400 degrees on a number plane, on a plane surface, so, as I said, I can add or subtract any multiple of 360 degrees. And if I were to do that, if I subtracted 360, I'd get 40. Here's a couple of examples, and what do you know? 400 degrees. So subtract 360 and I get 40 degrees. And to represent that, in this case, remember 0, when we're dealing with a number plane, when we're dealing with angles in this respect, is the positive x-axis, and we measure anti-clockwise from there. So different in both respects to, say, three-figure bearings. So from the positive x-axis, rotating in an anti-clockwise direction, 40 degrees, there's my angle in there. So 40 degrees equivalent to 400. Now, negative 165, there's no point subtracting any more from that, but I can add 360 to it. So if I add 360, I get 195. And representing that in a diagram here, 180 is this far, so an extra 15 degrees past 180, 195 degrees. That looks the same as negative 165. That we could represent from the positive x-axis moving in a clockwise or negative direction. 165 degrees will get us to the same spot. That's all there is for these, okay, for these general angles that we add or subtract a multiple of 360 degrees. Rightio, that's it. Our next exercise is on a bit of a mixed bag of things, quadrants, related acute angles, and the sign of our ratios. Okay, I'll see you in class.